Okay, welcome everybody. This is John for the free video, and I didn't record any live trades today. I actually wanted to, and just thought, well, gosh, it might be nice after Thanksgiving just to trade without a recording, of course. But it turned out to be a really solid trade. So the question is that what are we looking for at the end of the day? Recap here. At the end of the day, are we going to look for a big puke at the close, or is this market going to rally to the close? Well, generally on something like this, I mean, this is like a 95% probability. When you spend the day at like plus 35, plus 40 points on the S&Ps, generally you're going to end up close to that level by the close. So we started to sell off down here at about 1188, and then I started buying in this zone right when we started slamming into some support there. And I always like to scale in because there's never a perfect entry. And just kind of scaled in at 1187, 1185, and then the last piece here near the bottom of support. And if you had asked me here, what were the chances of getting here? I said, none. And now once I get a full position, then I lock it down to a 4-point stop. And then I was just watching to see what was going to happen here. And essentially I was watching the ticks at this point. And you can see here the ticks were heading lower for a while. Now you got to remember that they were, for most of the day, just very comfortably higher. And not only were they comfortably higher, but even when they did spend a lot of time below zero, the market didn't even sell off. I mean, when we got this first minus 1,000 tick reading, the market fell like 3 points off the highs. So just a lot of strong buying power today. And then when we started getting you can see the lower lowers that were being made here, and then we popped up, boom, we just got that big slam into the close there. So these ticks are really critical in situations like this to kind of help you gauge your stops, and it's also a good example of why scaling in is such a good idea. In watching this, I was thinking that I'd only get my first third of my position and I wouldn't get the rest, but then a lot of times you just never know. And that's one of the best ways to set up these trades, is not to have a preconceived notion of how it's going to work out. You just set it up, you've got your orders, you watch the ticks, and there you go. Okay, so anyway, hopefully that helps. I did the premium video is next, where we did the updates for where I think the S&Ps are going to be going this week and some of the plays on that. It's going to be a very fascinating week, to be sure. You guys have a great night, and we'll see you at the next update.